All right, now, so let's actually go ahead and try to integrate our own template right here. So if I open this up right here, there you go. There's actually my template. So what I need to do right here is to integrate, the most basic parts first, which is just the nav bar or the header, and maybe this background right here, because this will actually show our own nav bar right here. Without the background right here, our nav bar will not show up. And I also might go ahead and show the footer, and and if we have time, we might even show the whole part of the home page right here. All right, so let me go ahead and do this. Well, just go ahead and open up, the project that I give you, the files in another text editor. I have my Sublime right here open, so you can open up, any kind of text editor that you like. All right, so what I'm gonna do is basically go ahead to the index.html right here, and I want to go ahead first, and I want to pick up all of these links right here that are in the head, because we need to go ahead and load up the the CSS and JavaScript files and so on. All right, so what I want to go ahead and start from picking up from this fav icon, comment or whatever. So let me just copy this whole thing. Let me go ahead right here, and if you go to resources, if you go to views, and if you go to layouts, you're gonna find the app.blade.php, and this is simply the master template. This is what loads up actually everything. All right, every file, every CSS, JavaScript file, and so on. And this is simply the basis of our own website or our web application that's basically imported on every view that we have. All right, so just paste the whole thing in that we have right here. And of course, we need to go ahead. I need to go, for example, let's see. I want to go ahead to my project right here, and I want to pick up these files and folders, and I want to import them into my project. All right, so if we look right here, you're going to see that we have lib right here, and lib, and there is the CSS and CSS files, folders right here, and the rest is basically the rest is basically like CDNs. It's being picked up, on some kind of hosting. All right, so eventually we're gonna go ahead and pick up everything that we have right here. So just go ahead, click all of those, keep pressing Control, copy this whole thing, and let me go to my project right here, example, and let me go to, let's see right here, htdocs. All right, so there is my project right here, root folder, and I want to go ahead to the public, and I want to go and create create a folder. I will name this something like assets. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead inside the assets, and I'm gonna paste this whole folders right here. All right, so there we go. Let's also go down at the bottom, and let's pick up the JavaScript folder. So I just go down at the bottom in the index page, right here. All right, so there we go. There's actually the JavaScript files down here. So let's pick up all of those, copy, and let's go right away right here. And let's go down at the bottom right after this div, and let's paste this whole thing in right here. All right, so let's save this whole thing. Let's actually go ahead right at the top once again, and let's try to pick up those using the blade directives. All right, because of course they're not going to be imported like that, so we want to go ahead and make this whole thing dynamic. So I'm just going to go asset right here, and I want to go to the assets folder that I just created in the public right here, and I want to go slash and then pick this up like that. All right, so now this should actually go ahead and import this enemy.min.css right here. All right, so let's copy this, and let's go right here and paste this in again. Let's also copy this, and let's go right here and paste. All right, so once again, copy this and paste right here. Let's copy this once again and paste. All right, so there we go. Let's go ahead and do this also for the rest. So just copy this and go right here, keep pressing Alt if you are on VS Code and paste. Let's pick this up once again. Again, keep pressing Alt and paste right away. It should paste for all of them. So yeah, this is actually all for this part. Assets, blah blah blah. Yeah, this is actually should be assets also, so I forgot this. So just copy the assets and go right here. We should go to the folder assets first before we go to the CSS folder, and then we can import our own files right here. All right, so save this whole thing. Let me also copy this because you need to go down at the bottom and do this for a couple of JavaScript files. So as you can see, this is simply the jQuery right here, and this is the Bootstrap. So those are being picked up from a CDN, a hosting online. You know, some files that are hosted online, so we're not going to touch those. We only need to take care of the files that are on our machine, which are these right here. All right, so just paste this like that, and I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go right here and add this. All right, so all what we need to do, close this first like that. All right, so blah blah blah, this actually should be right here. All right, so this should be closed like that. So again, just add like a single quotation or a single quote to it, and then close this right here with the parentheses, and just close this curly, you know, brackets right here. All right, so just copy those and go right here, paste for all of them. All right, so just keep pressing Alt, and it should actually, you know, I'm doing this wrong, so let me go again, sorry. So after the double quotation right here. All right, so sorry, it's actually before the double quotation, so I got confused, sorry about that. All right, so let's paste all of those like that. And we already have one left. We almost forgot this, so just copy and go right here and paste, and go right here and paste like that. All right, so all right, so let's save this. All right, so there we go. It's actually refreshing. If we go down at the bottom, at the inspect right here, we go console. All right, so it says blah blah blah, not found, and this is also not found right here. I'm just seeing, you know, what files are not being loaded up. So this is right here. All right, we can leave this for a while, but this bootstrap.bundle.main.js right here, if we click this up, bootstrap.bundle.blah blah blah. All right, so if I just go right here, if I just go Control F, bootstrap, .bundle. All right, so it's right here actually. Yeah, it's right over here. All right, so let's not do anything and let's try, you know, because this is being taken like from a hosting online, so I don't even know what to do with it. We already, you know, it's already right. There is nothing wrong with it. So let me just go ahead and see what's going on right here. Let me try to pick up my my header or my navbar. So let me go right at the top. Let's see what's gonna happen. Maybe nothing will happen, you know. All right, so this is the part for actually let's see, this is like the thing that downloads the spinner or whatever. All right, that works with loading, and there is the nav part, which is the main part that we need to take basically. So there is actually the beginning of this div right here, and here down the bottom, enjoy your blah blah blah. All right, so nav bar and hero end right here. So I guess that this whole part right here is just for the nav bar and for the background image, which are simply just those right here. All right, so I want to go right here and pick up this whole div, copy, and let me go right here at the top, and there is simply our nav bar right here. So I'm just gonna go comment this right now. All right, like that. I'm gonna go down at the bottom and paste my code. So again, we only have like two divs. We only have one div with the nav bar inside it right here, and also there is another div right inside it. All right, so I want to go ahead and save this. Let's see what's gonna go down. All right, so if we refresh this, all right, so it's changing right here, but there is just the colors are changing, and that's totally fine. That's fine with me for now. The colors for the buttons and also for the link right here. So yeah, that's totally fine. Let's go ahead and grab let's see, let's go down at the bottom, sorry, right here. Let's go and grab the footer. So if we just go down, so there is the footer start, as you can see. So let me pick this up. All right, so let's copy this. Let's go right down here after this div. Let's paste this whole thing in, which is kind of huge. All right, so let's save. Let's see now what's gonna go down. If we go down at the bottom, you can see there is actually our own footer. So again, the colors are being changed, but it doesn't matter. What I want to do next is I want to customize the navbar right here to actually be dynamic. All right, because if you look, of course, everything right here is still static. So I want to go right at the top right here for the navbar. I want to go I want to see what's gonna, what's going on with the navbar that's dynamic, of course, and I want to pick it up and work with it. So here we can see that this is the root of our own project. So this is the root URL. So let's copy this and go right here. So this is actually the part that we need to post this right here. All right, so just post this. That should go to our welcome page, our home page, something like that. All right, so right after this we have the button, that doesn't matter. And right after this is the part for simply just checking if the user is logged in or not. All right, so we're saying guest right here, which is just I would say a guard. All right, so this will check if we have the login right here. All right, so it says right here, basically what this means, if we're not logged in, go ahead and display the login link right here. All right, and of course this will also be applicable right here if we are, this whole part right here means if we are not logged in, display the login link and the register link. Else display this right here, display the username right here, and display this symbol menu right over here. That will simply allow us to log out, as you can see. All right, so let's go ahead and do this right away. So let me pick up both of those. Let me go down at the bottom right here. You can see home services menu, blah blah blah. So we need to go right here at the login, and let's paste this like that. So if we are logged in, we're gonna go ahead and display this. Else we're gonna go ahead and end F. We're not gonna do any kind of else. All right, I want to also go ahead and copy this, and I want to go paste this thing in, and I want to go this, if we have the register, just go ahead and display this link right over here. And right after this, let's go ahead and end this. All right, so we just go ahead and go end F. All right, so let me just stop for a second. All right, so sorry about that. Somebody was knocking on my door. So let me just go ahead and continue working with this. So again, we did this part right here for the guest. So let me just go ahead right now and just go else like that. All right, so else we're gonna go ahead and do something else, and that is of course displaying the menu. So I want to go ahead right here. I want to pick up this whole li. All right, so just copy this and go right here and paste this in like that. All right, so I guess that this whole thing doesn't even have a UL right here. just like that. We have this one right here. All right, so we might go ahead and copy this and go right here and paste this in like that. All right, so I want to go ahead right here and push those. All right, so I want to go ahead and give this a push also. I want to also, yeah, okay, fine. So right after this, I want to go and guest, all right, like that, and I want to end up this ul/ul. All right, just like that, because we've started this right here. All right, and I want to actually go ahead and save right now. Let's see what's gonna go down. All right, yeah, so we can see the nav bar right here, of course, because we did not even comment it. So yeah, let's go ahead and comment this nav bar right now, because now we have two nav bars, which doesn't make sense. So if we just refresh this, so as you can see, I can actually see my username right here. So everything is dynamic. So and of course, since I'm actually logged in, I can see my username and I can see the logout link. All right, so this, this is going fine. It's going great. I want to go ahead and also change the parts right here. So this will be route, and let's set this whole thing dynamic. All right, so this will be log in. All right, let's also set the next thing right here to also be dynamic, which is the register right here. So just go ahead and paste this in, copy this, and go right here and just save. All right, so this will also refresh like that. So I want to go ahead right now and I want to log out. All right, and this will get me back to this part right here. All right, so I want to go, let me just click login like that. All right, so as you can see right over here, I can now see and I can now access my login and simply my register just by clicking on this. All right, just like that. All right, so now everything is working perfectly, actually. So, but I'm not gonna work with the login and the register pages for now, and I'm not gonna make this whole thing dynamic. All what I want to make dynamic right now is actually the home page. All right, so for us to access it, we need to go ahead and log in once again. All right, so let's go ahead and just click like that. All right, so now we are at the home page. So we need to go ahead and remove this part. Let's see. Yeah, this div right here. All right. No, not this div actually. Sorry about that. So yield, blah blah blah. Where is it exactly? It says right here you're logged in. All right, so if I just go, yeah, it's actually in the home. So sorry, I'm still in the app. All right, so sorry about that. If I go to the home right here, so there is the part that we need to simply remove. All right, so I'm just gonna comment this whole thing for now. I'm gonna go ahead right at the bottom and I want to paste the rest of my code right here. All right, so if we just go right at the top, you can see that this is the part for the navbar. So right under it, we need to start with the service start right here, and we're gonna take the rest of the div, until we hit our own footer, and we are gonna stop right at the footer, of course, because we've already included the footer. All right, so if we just go right here and gonna go down, copy all of this. All right, so we're gonna go right here. Let's continue. I guess that we got like a couple more parts that we need to copy. All right, so as you can see, we're still at the menu part right here, the reservation start. We still have to copy. I know it's a lot of work, but we have to do it. So let me just go down a bit more. All right, so team end. So this is the testimonial div right here, as you can see. And there is actually the part right here that we need to stop at, which is simply the footer. All right, so I'm gonna stop right here, copy. I'm gonna go right here, right under this. I'm gonna paste this whole thing right here, which is just massive. All right, so just save right here. This should be gone, and now we should see actually our own our own home page in full. All right, so as you can see right over here, of course the images will be a bit messed up because they're not dynamic just yet. Also we have a couple of images right here and right here, but again they're not going to show up. As you can see, some things are showing up and some things are not. We also have a couple of images right here, but overall everything looks perfect actually. All right, so let me just go right at the top right here, and let me try to copy this, for example, or just go about us, copy this and go right here, about us, like that. And let's see the images right here that we need to take care of. I'm going to take care of a couple of images and you take care of the rest because I don't want to go ahead and work with all of that. All right, so there is actually a couple of images right here, but what are those for exactly? The about start. All right, so let me try and pick up this image. So all what we're gonna do, we actually did it before. We're just gonna go asset like that, and we're gonna go to assets / and we're simply just gonna go ahead and grab the rest of this. So let me copy this or cut it and paste it like that. So yeah, let's save this. Now this should actually refresh. All right, so as you can see, here is one image. Let's do it for the second one. Copy, and let me go right here and paste this whole thing in. All right, so let me end this like that. All right, save. Now the second image should actually pop up. All right, so there is the second image. Let me do it also for the rest of those, and you take care of the rest of the images. All right, so what we're doing is actually extremely easy. We're just going to the with the asset right here, directive in blade, and we're going to the assets folder where our image folder is, and we're just grabbing the image. No big deal. All right, so let's go ahead also copy this and paste it down here, save. So if we just go right here and refresh. All right, so there is simply the rest of the images right here. So you have a couple to display. Actually, it doesn't matter that much to display images for this part, for the most popular items right here, because this is going to be pulled dynamically from the database. All right, so you might display the images for the master shifts right here and also for the clients. So yeah, this will actually be everything for this video, and in the next one I'm going to take care of integrating the theme into the login and the register pages.